So, Scream 2 is a thing. Everybody, welcome back, and today I'll be doing a movie review of Scream 2. Scream 2 is a film that a lot of people don't like, or a lot of people do like and don't remember, but yeah, sure. Directed by Wes Craven yet again, Scream 2 was released in the USA on December 12th, 1997, and was released in the UK May 1st, 1998, a whole year after after it was released in the US. A lot of films do that these days during that time. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the movie, and I hope you guys will enjoy this. I spent a lot of time scripting this review, so I hope you guys will enjoy, and let's get into it. This movie is set 2 years after the first. When the movie opens, we meet our opening kill victims. Maureen, played by Jada Pinkett Smith. Yes, that Jada. With her boyfriend Phil, played by Omar Epps. They are outside a cinema about to go to see the new Stab movie, which is a movie based on the events of the first movie and a book that Gail wrote called The Woodsboro Murders. Then let's say we get our first so-called jump scare.
I'm sorry, I had to, baby. Why are you playing? Would you relax?
Yeah, I get it. It's supposed to be funny that the boyfriend came out of nowhere, and stuff like that. But it's not. It's just really not. That is just a dick move. To be honest with you, even when I first watched this movie, I was just like, okay, wow. Oh no, it's her boyfriend. But sure. As Maureen goes back into the theatre and Phil goes into the bathroom, when he hears something from the stall next to him and gets a knife through his ear, and he is now dead. Doesn't surprise me that he dies first, because one, he was a dick, and two, he was a dick. So, yeah, it works out. Ghostface, wearing Phil's jacket, sits next to Maureen, and she gets scared from a scene in the movie when she notices blood on her hands, realizing this isn't her boyfriend after all, and it's a killer, which does stab her. As the crowd stab the air, she is being stabbed for real and stands in front of the movie screen as the audience realize she is dead for real. Well, that opening kill, to be honest, was a bit better, given the fact that we got to know them a little bit more. Especially with the original is so the original opening kill is so iconic. I love it. I've just got to give this one a bit of props for showing us a bit more of the characters. And because in the first film we went straight to the phone call. Now we get to meet our amazing favourite final girl, Sydney Prescott again, played by Neve Campbell, who gets a phone call from someone pranking with the Ghostface voice, which I guess everyone in the world, somehow even the movie companies, have access to, just reasons. She knows it's a prank though, because she has caller ID. Given what she went through, it is understandable that she would have extra precautions, just in case Sydney sees on TV that there was 2 people killed in the movie theatre. Also, her roommate is there too, Hallie, played by Eliza Neal. After seeing this, Sid goes to meet up with Randy again, played by Jamie Lee Kennedy, as he is in a film class at the moment, and they talk about movie sequels. I have to admit, this scene was really cool to see. Makes me really wish I did film class at college, even though it probably would not be the exact same, talking about films and getting to tell everybody else that they're fucking stupid. Probably not. Like, Randy in this scene is the guy who sat there like, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're so dumb, you're an idiot, and you're just about right. Also, this happens next.
It's not. A lot of shit happens at the movies. People get robbed, shot, maimed, murdered. Multiplex is just a very dangerous place to be these days.
Yeah, some reason Randy tries to do a random British accent for no reason. Then we meet Sid's new boyfriend, Derek, played by Jerry O'Connell. And yeah, you can tell on Randy's face that he still likes Sid. He really likes Sid. You can tell. Just, he doesn't hide it very well at all. And Sid never picks up on it. I was always rooting for these two, and it never happens because of what happens later. Next up, we meet Gale Weathers, again played by Courtney Cox, as she is there to report on the murders of the two in the opening kill, where she meets Debbie Salt, played by Laurie Metcalf, who you may know plays Sheldon's mother in the Big Bang Theory show. Also, there's these characters. Yeah, why in the hell, as always, are there characters like this in movies about college? I've always wondered that. Also, we get Dewey Riley, again played by David Arquette, who has come to college just to watch out for Sid and help the police in their investigation about the murders. Sydney and Gale meet again, along with Cotton Weary, played by Levi Schreiber, who Billy and Stu framed for the killing of Sid's mother, and he returns to do an interview with Sid. And well...
Do you have any comments? You bitch.
Hey, deep breaths.
Oh, Sydney, share with us, please. I'll share with you.
Okay.
Yep, she gets punched again. Gale really is trying to get a broken nose in probably every film. Oh, actually, she doesn't get punched in the third. Which for some reason I really thought the punch to the face was going to become like a running gag between Sid and Gale. But in the third movie they went, nah, we'll leave that, they're friends. While Sydney and friends are at a party, we meet Buffy the Vampire Slayer herself, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Herself, who here is playing Cece. We saw her earlier in the film class with Randy, but here she isn't fighting vampires. No, she's being killed by Ghostface instead. As the killer throws her off the balcony, killing her. To be honest, by the way, this came out before Buffy the Vampire Slayer had aired on TV, making her more known. Also, Sydney is attacked by the killer, which, to be honest, I think is just used to make us suspicious of the boyfriend. Oh wait, I forgot to mention this character. Mickey, played by Timmy Olyphant. I didn't mention him earlier because he didn't do anything that interesting, but here we are now to the part I really want to talk about.
I better stick around and love you. Do you think I have a face? Let me ask you to your face. Do you really love me?
Yeah, Sid's boyfriend sings a song in front of everyone, which ends with him giving his letters to her. But apparently that's not allowed. Yeah, I know I'm not American. So if someone can explain in the comments if this is really a thing that happens in American colleges, let me know, because the Roman letter thing, I really don't understand it. So let me know in the comments if it is actually a real thing or something that used to be a thing that isn't a thing. We end up seeing what Sydney is studying at college, as she is the main character in a play. And this happens. Yeah, I'm still not sure if that is supposed to be the real Ghostface who actually is there attacking her, or just something that is being seen by her because there's people in masks and they've got knives and she has a little, hallucination. I'm not sure exactly if that was hallucination or the kill was actually there and just slipped off somehow. Back to Sydney in the library, where she is confronted by Cotton Weary, where he is just going to shout in public, where the cops will arrest him, thinking he may be the killer. Yeah, when I first watched this movie, I never thought he would be the killer at any point, just that he was a massive, massive dick. Also, we love to see this, Gale and Dewey, where they end up in this lecture hall, which we get this. But that is cut short when Ghostface appears as he gives chase. But as Gale is in a separate room from Dewey, well, Dewey yet again is stabbed. Dewey, we love you, but for a guy who has been through a lot, you really should watch what you are doing. Like, make sure no one's behind you. After all that happens, Sidney and Hallie are in this police car as they are being taken away, but they are attacked by the killer, who ends up killing the two cops, but at some point is knocked out. Sid, don't do it. You will get someone killed. See, no one fucking listens. Hallie's now dead. Thank you, Sidney Prescott. Well, here we are, the final act. Sidney ends up back in the theatre room where she finds Derek and one of the killers. And the killer reveal.
Surprise, Sidney.
Who are you again? Oh, that's right, it's Mickey. Mickey, yeah. He disappeared after the diner hall scene, so either he is a killer or he is into some weird shit. Because he just disappears, and it's no surprise that he is a killer. At all. Really not. This ends up in Derek's death. But who could be his real partner? Gale Weathers? Okay, why is it Gale?
Mrs. Loomis? What?
Billy's mother.
Oh, it's Debbie Salt, also known as Billy's mother, whose real name is Nancy Loomis, but we never got this name until the recent Scream movies. And she kills the fuck out of Mickey because he wants to blame the movies on his killings. All this ends up with Debbie and Sid on a cat and mouse chase, which ends with Debbie holding Sid by the throat with a knife, as Cotton shows up and ends up with Debbie Salt's death. Also, the movie ends with Dewey being okay after being stabbed and another Ghostface attack over. So, Scream 2. So let's say this movie was a good movie. It wasn't bad at all, it wasn't the worst, it wasn't the best of the franchise by far. It had good cinematography, great acting, great action, really cool kills, better kills than the original, and, well, not better kills, like, you know, the original is still fucking chef's kiss. But the film is so grounded that it's not the worst in the franchise at all. The thing is, with the Scream franchise, there is no bad film. Even with the recent ones, Scream is Scream. It's the same. It's always been. Scream has always been the same. And to be honest with you, I loved Scream 6. And I've never disliked fully a Scream movie. Yeah, Scream 3 to me is the least favourite in the franchise. But it's also not that bad. It does have its moments, but its execution could have been done better. Scream 2 its execution could have been a little bit better. Like, I will get to this in Scream 3, but you'll know my thoughts on the whole Debbie Salt thing and why she has no scenes until the end with Sidney, and why that makes no sense that Roman doesn't have scenes with Sidney in the original. I mean, in the Scream 3 and all that jazz. So I hope everybody did enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts down below of this movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? And all that good stuff. I'm going to give this film a 7.3. It's an okay movie. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Mickey was rarely used. He was underutilized a lot. I feel like he could have been used a little bit more. He was good at, the actor was great in it, but it could have been used a bit more. And yeah, that fucking diner scene, that's going to haunt my dreams. Well, I hope everybody did enjoy today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And remember, keep on slashing, keep watching horror, and we will see you horror fans later. Bye for now.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Look